I think that might have got it that time. Let's see. Excuse-moi. Checking for polarity. Nothing. Good. As usual, this one's frickin' touching. Damn it. It's the gap right there. In between that rail. Fuck. Still getting contact, damn it. Let's see if I can add some heat and then scrape it off. Like this. Is there supposed to be a hurricane or something? I'm in Savannah, Georgia right now. What was going on in Florida that was a hurricane? Show me the weather radar right now.
easiest consent banner I have ever set up on a website. We're talking
Scientists studying the largest glacier on Earth have started using two words they almost never use: any day now. The floating shelf of ice that has been holding back Antarctica's Doomsday Glacier is fracturing, pulling away, and could break apart this year. It is pinned to the seafloor by a single point, and 20 years of spreading cracks have nearly torn it loose. When it finally goes, it will not raise the sea overnight. It will do something far worse. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly what that is. A slab of floating ice at the edge of Antarctica is about to break apart, and the scientists who study it are no longer talking in terms of decades. They are saying it could happen this year. Some of them are saying it could happen any day now. That slab is the Thwaites Eastern Ice Shelf, and for as long as it has held, it has been acting as the one thing standing in front of the largest and most dangerous glacier on the planet. The people who watch it most closely have started describing it the way you would describe a dam with a widening crack running through the wall. The question is no longer whether it fails. The question is when and what happens the moment it does. The Thwaites Glacier sits in West Antarctica, and it has earned a nickname that tells you everything about why researchers lose sleep over it. They call it the Doomsday Glacier. It is the widest glacier on Earth, its front stretching about 120 kilometers across, roughly the size of Florida or Great Britain, and it is close to 2 kilometers thick. That is a wall of ice more than a mile from top to bottom, spread across an area the size of an American state. And right now, the floating shelf that has been holding part of it back is fracturing and pulling away from the main glacier. This is not a forecast about the end of the century. Multiple scientists are pointing at the calendar we are living in right now, and they are doing it with more certainty than they had even a year ago. The thing you have to understand about this shelf is how little is holding it in place. The Thwaites Eastern Ice Shelf floats out in front of the grounded glacier, a slab about 350 meters thick extending over the open ocean. It works like a cork wedged into a bottle, or a buttress leaning against a wall. It presses back against the moving glacier behind it and slows the rate at which all that grounded ice can slide into the sea. Take the cork out, and what was being held back is suddenly free to move. That is the entire function of the shelf, and it is the entire reason its failure matters. Here is the part that sounds almost impossible. That entire floating shelf is pinned in place, in large part, by a single point. There's one spot where the seafloor rises up into a submarine ridge, and the underside of the ice catches against it, like a fingernail hooked on a ledge. One contact point on the bottom of the ocean is doing much of the work of restraining a shelf that is bracing a glacier the size of Florida. And a floating slab only 350 meters thick is holding back a body of ice more than 5 times its own thickness. When you lay it out like that, the alarming thing is not that the shelf might fail. The alarming thing is that so much has been resting on so little for so long. A single anchor, one ridge on the seabed, has been carrying a load the size of a country. Anchors like that do not fail gradually forever. At some point, they let go all at once. The reason scientists can now say the breakup is close comes from a study published in 2025, and it did not guess. It measured. Researchers pulled together roughly 20 years of data from 2002 to 2022, combining satellite observations, ice flow speed measurements, and GPS instruments planted directly on the ice. They watched what the
Alright, back to my YouTube channel. We need to start analyzing my channel. I went ahead and created a name. I believe it's How to Fix. I made a new Gmail. So I need some help. I'm going to make this a $40,000 channel month. No, dude, I was going to make videos like that video I made on how to install light bulb cameras, but we were going to do it for digital locks and stuff like that for realtors. Because you said that the digital locks are the most purchased thing on the planet.
Yeah, you were spot on.